Okay, we are going to use this practice sheet to practice painting with our fluorescent paint. You can see I've already painted the first row with my red, so I'm going to load my brush with red again, and I find that it's easier to rotate my my paper in portrait orientation so that I'm painting vertically as opposed to horizontal. So you'll see me twisting my paper. So now that I have loaded up my brush with the red, I'm using a flat brush. I am going to follow along the black line and just drag that paint along that black line until I feel like I'm running out of paint. And then I'll flip my brush around to the other side, and I keep doing that to get a consistent color. Then I go back to the front and smooth out any extra paint that's left over, follow that top line, and again, flipping my brush back and forth to make sure I use up all the paint, that it's nice and smooth, and I have a consistent layer. So now I have my top row and my alternating row painted with the red. So you can see that it is kind of light, and I want it to be darker. So we're going to need a second coat. So that is when I will load up my paintbrush again and paint them again. Okay, so when you're painting your second layer, you don't want too much paint. You want the same amount as you did the first. Make sure that it's nice and smooth, and do the front row and the alternating row in that same color first. And then you're going to wash off your brush, you're going to paper towel it dry, and you'll move on to your second and fourth row with that alternating color, following the same process of doing one layer first, and then once you do the first layer on the second and fourth row, then you will go back and add the second layer. All right, and this will get you prepared for how to use this paint if you choose the neon route for your final project.